Press start.
And welcome back. Ooh. There we go.
Okay.
Before we go to Dungeon 4, there's a couple things we can do. I'm going to wait till after Dungeon 4 to get one of the last heart containers, because after we do Dungeon 4, we can get the last 2 heart containers. So, right now, we're going to go buy some arrows, because we're cool like that. Buy arrows just up here in the shop for 80 rupees, 80 ruples, something.
Oh yeah, you know what I did in Breath of the Wild?
What?
Well, you already know, but basically what I would do with every clothing item I had, I would dye it green, and then just wear it with the green hood, and I would just go around being Green Arrow, basically.
Breath of the Wild is just a fun game to mess around in.
Yes, I have spent many hours doing that.
Which is why I'm surprised that you haven't even played Skyrim before. Skyrim is a lot like Breath of the Wild.
I'm not supporting Bethesda.
I mean, I didn't support Bethesda directly when I bought it.
Caden, we've talked about this. It doesn't matter if it's your money or not. The point is, it's money going in Bethesda's pocket. It's not that hard to understand.
Well,
it doesn't matter whose money it is.
I mean, I don't know. Apparently, Skyrim was made by a different studio than the one that made Fallout 76. So there's another reason. But anyway, I just wanted to get those couple things real quick, and I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the exact wrong way. I don't know where I'm going.
What happened to you, Bethesda? You were such a beloved company like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
What happened to you? Your reputation just took a dive off a cliff.
Bethesda needs to get them facts checked. They need to see somebody. All right, so this is a dock right here, and we just got a raft in the last episode. Now we go.
So you're just kind of carrying that around in your pocket.
Yep.
Is it an inflatable raft?
No, it's the raft that Sora and Kairi and Riku were trying to build. Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, this dungeon's kind of a dungeon. It's got that pea-stained walls and floor. Oh yeah, these guys are annoying.
Oh, you know something I just remembered? You know Suicide Squad 2?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told you this before. Apparently it's going to have Arm Fall Off Boy in it.
Arm Fall Off Boy?
Yeah. And I'm super duper excited. Cause that's probably, there are so many comic characters that are just completely absurd and ridiculous. But Arm Fall Off Boy probably takes the cake.
Ooh, that was cool.
Let's have a look into it. Suicide Squad 2. Yeah, when I looked through the cast of this game,
movie.
Movie. You know, it's got Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang, and then it has Nathan Fillion listed as Arm Fall Off Boy. I can't believe they're putting Arm Fall Off Boy in a movie.
Does his arm just fall off?
Yeah, that's his power. He can rip his arms off and beat people with them.
Oh my god.
That's his power.
What the hell?
You know, I'm gonna see. Is there any information? That's kind of all I know about it right now. But is there any information at all about this? Suicide Squad 2. Oh, there's an article about it. Has Nathan Fillion's The Suicide Squad role been revealed? A whole host of actors were rumored to join the Suicide Squad over the last several months. And when Warner Brothers and director James Gunn finally revealed the main cast, nearly every one of the rumored names was confirmed to be accurate. However, while we now know who will be in the movie, we are largely in the dark regarding who these great actors will be playing. However, there are still plenty of rumors abounding regarding which DC Comics heroes and villains will be joining the new Suicide Squad. If these rumors are as accurate as the casting rumors were, then we may actually know who some of the actors will be playing. Most interesting, it looks like Nathan Fillion's role in the movie may have been revealed. He is playing the utterly obscure and bizarre DC character known as Arm Fall Off Boy. And we got a tweet from a guy called Charles Murphy. Recent The Weekly Planet podcast dropped a scoop about some roles in Suicide Squad. While I can't confirm the identity of Elba's character, I can confirm that Fillion is playing Arm Fall Off Boy, and the rest of the other non-lead roles will be discussed in the scoop. Good work, guys.
Oh yeah, so these guys are really annoying. These pancakes. This stack of pancakes. Oh my god.
Wait, I've seen those guys, I think. Aren't they those weird slime worm guys that'll eat you and smash?
Yeah.
Smash Bros. Melee?
In this game, they steal your shield.
Charles Murphy of the Murphy's Law podcast is confirming a report from another podcast which claimed Fillion would be playing the character named Floyd Belkin, otherwise known as Arm Fall Off Boy. While the character feels like somebody that DC Comics might have introduced in the 1960s, he actually first appeared in 1989. His superpower is the ability to, as his name implies, remove his own arms, and his legs too for that matter. He can then use his limbs as weapons, so he can pull off one arm, swing it with the other, and potentially beat you to a pulp with it. This is the worst possible way to be defeated by somebody with superpowers. Well, you're not wrong, whoever wrote this article. Arm Fall Off Boy first appeared in Secret Origins Volume 2 in 1989. He was most recently featured in Legionnaires 43, which you can check out here from 1996. Although in that comic the character was reintroduced under the slightly less goofy superhero name of Splitter, though his power set remains the same. Nuh-uh. They better not call him Splitter. Actually, no, I hope they do call him Splitter. I hope he's like... I hope that's that's his official superhero name, but then like Captain Boomerang or Harley Quinn just insultingly call him Arm Fall Off Boy, and then everyone else just starts calling him that, and like he hates it. That would be perfect. Don't you think, Caden?
Yep.
Have you ever heard of this character before now?
Nope.
It's just as ridiculous and hilarious as you think.
That was close.
Needless to say, a character who can beat up bad guys with his own arm is an utterly bizarre idea for a character, but at the same time it makes perfect sense. Does it? This is exactly the sort of character that you'd expect to show up in the Suicide Squad when the director and lead actor of Slither reunite. I don't know who that is. The confirmation refers to Fillion's character as a non-lead role, so it doesn't appear that Arm Fall Off Boy will be a major player in the film. Perhaps he'll be a character who only shows up in one scene and is a rejected candidate for the new squad. Actually, I'd imagine he's probably gonna be the guy that gets his head blown off to set an example for the others. Like Slipknot. The man who can climb anything. Oh, so he has Spider-Man's worst power. Woohoo. Are we in a new dungeon already?
We're at the end of this dungeon.
Well, I just saw you fighting a boss, and now you're fighting another boss.
Oh yeah, sometimes the game likes to reuse bosses in dungeons that you fight. We'll be fighting him again later, except you'll have 3 heads. Instead of just 2. Anyway, that's the end of Dungeon 4 already.
Still, the fact that a character like Arm Fall Off Boy is going to appear in this movie gives us an indication of what sort of movie we're in for. I couldn't imagine a character like this showing up in David Ayer's Suicide Squad.
Alright, so now we're gonna go get a couple of heart containers. And yeah. We're just gonna do a bit of cleanup now.
There's some comments are like, well, there's a deep cut for you. I'm pretty versed on characters. Never heard of that one. And someone's like, he was a joke character that was in like 3 panels. He's fondly remembered on the internet for how absurd his powers are. Never thought I'd see the day where he's on the big screen. I hope this rumor is true. I mean, I think it might be. Like, the cast list that shows up when you just Google the movie lists Nathan Fillion as Arm Fall Off Boy. So,
there you go.
Pretty sure that's accurate, maybe. But yeah, it is going to be hilarious. And I can't wait.
Oh yeah, Nathan, by the way, we're already like halfway done with this game.
Oh. Cuz like after the live action Suicide Squad, it did kind of pique my curiosity on Suicide Squad, so I watched the 2 animated films, Batman Assault on Arkham, which, despite the name, is a Suicide Squad movie.
I can do that. Okay.
And then also Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. Though both of those movies are actually pretty good and way better than the live action one. And then I bought a couple graphic novels on the Suicide Squad. And yeah, they're pretty good. Like when they're actually handled competently by like a good writer, they're pretty good. So with someone like James Gunn working on it, I think the movie will be really good.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we've gotten all the optional heart containers in the game.
Something else that's kind of underrated is the fact that Captain America: The Winter Soldier had Batroc the Leaper in it. I mean, he wasn't like, he was just called like Batroc and he was a mercenary, but he was basically Batroc the Leaper. Have you heard of him, Caden?
Nope.
He's a French guy who jumps and steals things.
Wow. What a guy.
Well, that's the kind of guy you expect when you're talking about D-listers.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a French guy who jumps and a guy who can rip his arm off. Please, I can rip my arm off. It just won't end very well.
Alright, so we're on our way to get the final upgrade for the sword, actually. Which is pretty cool.
I gotta say, the environments of this game are getting kind of tiring.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're about to go to a graveyard, if that's any consolation.
I mean, again, obviously, I know this is an old game, and old games have a lot of limitations, but still.
Alright. So... I think it's this screen. One of these guys is holding something. Yep. He's got a croissant. Up there in the top right. It's actually the power bracelet that'll let us like push away, like push certain blocks like over there. One of those blocks is pushable.
4 Lionels.
Yeah, we're not going over there. It's basically like a fast travel area, except the staircases lead to random locations on the map.
Yeah, you said, I'm not going into 4 Lionels, and then he went into a different 4 Lionels.
So yeah, now we're in a graveyard.
Well, this is nice, actually. The gray, blue, and white are a nice change in color palette.
Yep, sure are. Alright, we're going to grab our new sword. And now we're leaving.
Are you stabbing that ghost?
Yep.
And it's working?
Alright, now on to Dungeon 5.
Well, those Lionels went down like punks.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. If you can just one-shot the red ones, then just go up there and one-shot all 4 of them. It'll be easy.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
No, they're not over there.
Oh, right. That's the entrance to Dungeon 6. That's right. I'm not going to Dungeon 6 yet. Wait,
No,
it was the second staircase.
Yeah, they're
right?
up there. Oh, and well...
2 of them just decided to teleport over there.
Remember when you wouldn't believe me that Lionels can teleport?
In Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd never seen that before. Whatever.
They're smart. They're like, I don't want to fight this guy. He'll kill us. He'll kill both of us in one shot.
They watched me kill all of them. Kill all the other ones.
Yeah, I'd be like, you wouldn't believe me, and so when it happened again, I knew to take a video of it, and I was like, ha, I told you. It is really surprising though. They rarely do it.
Yeah.
Like I've only seen, like, I've played for about 300 hours. I've only seen them do it 3 times.
I've played it for 500 hours, and I've never seen them do it until Nathan showed me. Wait, that's where the sword is. We're not going there. We're going this way. So we just gonna go up.
And like I decided to look into it, and I was like, has anyone else experienced this? And someone was like I saw one person like, oh, it only triggers if you're like super far away from, if you're super far, like if you're kind of running away from the fight, they'll teleport back to you. But no, because that's not what happened. Like in the video, in the recording I took of the Lionel teleporting, I was like 5-10 feet from him, about to shoot him with an arrow when he teleports. I was basically still right in the fray with him, and he just teleported for some reason.
I didn't know you could hit these guys with the sword, actually.
It happens very rarely, and I don't know what triggers it. It's pretty weird.
Alright, so should we call this an episode, or should we, because we're at 19 minutes.
Sure.
Alright, so
if you do know how Lionel teleporting works in Breath of the Wild, leave a comment, because I'd actually be interested in figuring it out.
Alright, so we'll see you guys next time for some more Legend of Zelda. Goodbye.